Today I'm going to share my story of how I learned to live a more interesting, more fulfilling life. My story begins about 3 years ago in the summer of 2008. I watched as my friends did an amazing thing. They raised $60,000, bought 100 laptops, from one laptop per child, and they went to South Africa to work with primary schools. One Laptop Per Child, or OLPC, is a nonprofit developed out of the MIT Media Lab. Their goal is to improve educational opportunities for the world's poorest children. To accomplish this goal, they developed an incredible green laptop. It's durable, it's low power, it allows kids to explore, to create, to really enjoy learning. I didn't know much about OLPC before my friends got involved, but I found a TED video given by Nicholas Negroponte back in 2006. Nicholas is the founder of OLPC. So as I was watching this video, as I heard about what my friends were doing, I was hooked. I really wanted to get involved. There were a few problems. I didn't do any of this hard work in the beginning. When my friends went to South Africa without knowing hardly anyone. I didn't know much about education or computers, hadn't really traveled outside of North America. So here I was, interested, but feeling unprepared, inadequate. I was worried that I'd be stepping on someone's toes if I got involved. I was paralyzed for quite a while by these emotions. But I was still interested, and that curiosity brought me to ask a very simple question. How can I help? And of course, my friends responded wonderfully. They didn't point out my inexperience. They gave me something to do. It was wonderful. So we fast forward a few months to February 2009. Now, me and my friends at Indiana University have been doing this project, and OLPC is interested. So as a group, we started to ask, how can we help? We got a pretty amazing answer. OLPC asked me and my friend Paul to run a new program for them called OLPC Corps. Now, the idea was this. We'd recruit 150 university students from all over the world. We'd ask them to partner with schools and nonprofits in Africa. We'd fund them, we'd train them, we'd send them laptops. It's like we were creating an entirely new organization, all in about 2 months. I mean, this is exciting. Until I realized I had no idea what I was doing. And I doubted myself before, when it was just me and my friends at Indiana. Now, I was supposed to run a program for OLPC. I was a full-time student at Indiana. And if there was ever a time to go back to this comfortable life, this safe life, call it quits, this was it. What was I doing? Well, it turns out I believed in what I was doing. I believed then, and I still do, that education and technology can help address some of the most pressing problems in our world. I believe that every child, no matter where he or she is born, should be able to explore and create and really find a love for learning. And I believe that education should focus on critical thinking, not on rote memorization. OLPC believes these things too. And once I figured out why I was doing it, everything else fell into place. So for a few months, I was a volunteer. Then I became a paid intern, traveled around East Africa. Eventually, OLPC asked me to coordinate their international intern program. And we had projects in Argentina, Paraguay, Peru, Rwanda. This was a familiar situation. I had an amazing opportunity for which I was completely and utterly unprepared. But I took the plunge. And there was one question that guided me through that process. How can I help? So let's step back and think about that question. When I first got involved, it was a small step. I didn't know what would happen from my involvement, but it's so important to take that step because without it, I wouldn't have known about this passion that I had for the project. To some degree, I'm selfish. We all are. It's very natural for me to think about how my actions benefit me. But I tried something when I got involved with OLPC. I didn't focus on the return to me, but I focused on how I could give my time, my energy, and my talents. In this question that I'm talking about, how can I help? It demands action. I wanted to get involved, to produce. I didn't ask OLPC or my friends what help they needed in, say, middle management. I can tell you that nobody, absolutely nobody, needs help in middle management. It's true. So now, since I'm on stage, I get to ask you a question. How can you help? What are you passionate about? How many times have you seen a project, an idea, maybe a TED Talk, and been inspired? And what have you done to follow your passions? Sharing ideas is wonderful, and it's incredibly important, but it's not enough for the world that we want to create. You have energy, you have time, you have talents. Perhaps most importantly, you have the ability to learn. So I'm challenging you as you go throughout your life, today, tomorrow, every day after that, to start asking, how can I help? Thank you.